Vanny Yui, start like chasing him a little bit. Once we catch up to him, just abusing the crap out of him. Yeah. Dad comes running down the hallway. What the fuck did you do? What did you do?
Mate, I fucking hate walking. Why do I want to do it for longer? May as well hurry up and get it done.
I'm not fucking waiting an hour and a half because you walk slow. I'm in Palmyra, and he's like, well, you're not, because I'm here. But Dad, I'm in Palmyra. You're not in fucking Palmyra. We're in fucking South Fremantle. That is a yard.
Hello and welcome to the Cult Status Podcast, episode 13. Very, very special guest today, Lincoln Kerspian.
Welcome aboard, mate. Good to have you on.
Thanks for having me on. Time in the making.
Yeah, so we have wanted to have you on.
Yeah.
Probably the reason we haven't is because you did spit it about us not having mics.
Yeah.
But
I was going to wait for a proper setup, but...
You realise...
I guess this is a proper setup now, eh?
Yeah.
For us to get there, we need to get the views in, and you realise you...
Sponsors. We need some sponsors. Hit them up.
But he's seen past it, and he's here, so
Yeah.
we're happy. Speaking of being here, Axel, you nearly weren't.
Yeah, I was so keen to get here. I got in a bit of an accident, Tinny.
Jeez. Tell us more about this, mate.
So I was just at the park about 100 metres from my place, and usually I, turn, pretty quickly.
On the road?
Yeah, on the road. I was on the road at this point, and just took the corner a bit too early and hit the curb with a bit of force tin and really knocked the wheel knocked the tyre off the rim, I should say.
Really? So you've ended up on the curb with 3 working wheels and one rolling down the street, is that right?
Yeah, but lucky for me, a live audience member here tonight, Ben Shales, and Reece Doig as well, came from the clouds to save me. It was really special.
Wow, because I actually remember I got a message today, and I sort of messaged Ax going, when should I come round to organise some stuff for the podcast? And he goes, look, I'm at the park, I've got 3 wheels, give me a minute kind of thing. But yeah, lucky we sorted that out and got you here tonight.
Yeah, thank God. But not the only scare.
Yeah, I was going to say, it was nearly, not all of Linc that was here today.
Yeah.
Show us your finger, mate. So that's happened yesterday. What's that all about?
Stanley knife.
Work.
Care to explain? Or
Corey. I don't know how much this you boys will understand, but like Corey, it's fucking, you put cable through it.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, I need to cut it. I've got conduit cutters, but they're in the car, I can't be bothered, so I just try and use a knife to cut it. And I'm under a sink, so I can't really see what I'm doing.
Slice it.
Feel something.
Yeah. Pop
it, and blood proper squirts out, eh?
Jeez.
Then run out to the front, blood's just like pissing everywhere and whatnot. So
what'd the boss have to say?
It was an early Thursday for me, so
nice.
9 o'clock
knock off. So,
Beauty.
Not bad, yeah. Then off to the hospital.
But we're gonna front
just
up.
in the waiting room for 3 hours.
Are you fronting up to footy tomorrow though?
Yeah, so look, coming up against Secret Harbour.
Yeah, so big game.
Pickens out.
Is he out?
Ruckman's out. Ruckman full forward is out.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm gonna have to just play man on D, I reckon, and just play with the right hand only.
Got one good hand, and it'll
be not a lot I can do with this really. So
go down as a hero if we win. So
don't. So obviously just spoke a bit about footy. That's how we know each other. We all play in the same team and then went to the same high school. You're captain down at Winnicott.
That's right, mate.
Yeah, but you've been captain the whole time, probably since
year
8. Yeah,
Seth Goddard.
Oh.
Shout out. Local in year 7, he was over me.
Back in year 7,
he had it in year
7. Captain, yeah.
Wow. And
year 6.
And you've had it since as year 6 as well. Wow.
Yeah.
Knocked you off the pedestal. But
with Cam as vice skipper.
Wow, what a legend.
Shout out.
Yeah.
He'll be listening.
Huge shout out to him. I know he's listening. So you've been captain since then.
Yeah.
But,
to me, captaincy would mean you're a pretty good player. You're seen as one of the best in the side.
The bloke that kind of just does his role, doesn't stand.
Yeah. You don't want to blow your own trumpet here, but you know, if you're the captain at a young age, you're usually one of the better players. I think I'm right in saying. So you would do pretty well in the BNFs over time?
Not really. Kind of peaked in my early years, to be honest, like before they did a ladder.
Okay.
Same as me.
Yeah, I think there's a few of us, to be honest.
Now, I've been told you've never had a podium finish in Cats Best and Fairest.
Fourth
Was your best
3
behind
years in a row or something like
behind
that.
Lawson Hinton 1 year. I know that.
Yeah.
Shout out to him.
But Axe, you've 1 or 2 years you've got no votes.
Just the 1 year.
Just the
Actually,
1 year.
no, it was
Oh,
2 years. It was 2
years,
years that I
yeah.
got no votes. Look,
What?
role player, you know, I like to think I'm pretty, you know, invaluable. Votes and BNFs aren't really a thing. Coaches Award.
Coach Award, that's the
yeah.
one.
you go.
2 years.
Yep.
That's
Same as Levi.
Says it all.
Yeah, that's it.
I think I'll be following your lead this year, Axe, with the no votes. Haven't been following too well, I'd say. So, but like speaking of like your captaincy, we did get to 1 grand final under you. Oh, actually a couple under you.
2. We won the 1.
Yeah, 1-1.
Yeah.
The one we lost.
You know.
Yeah, so that was my first year at the club. So it was a good effort to get there. The Cardi boys are a pretty good side.
NFL
The
players.
Walker boys were good.
Yeah.
Better than 18 of us, obviously.
Oh yeah, clearly as they're playing AFL now, you know. But tensions are high in the grand final. Am I right?
Yeah, especially that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if something doesn't go your way,
It was about from recollection
I know where this is
of this
going,
incident. I was sitting on the bench probably just before half time, and Lincoln was playing fullback for us at the time. Or he was the last line.
I hate fullback as well.
Yeah, hates it. And I remember thinking, geez, Lincoln's playing really well. He's kind of leading us back there. And then next minute, I just see the Link coming from the distance. Get me off! What the fuck? And we were losing by about 10 goals to 1 at that stage, I think.
He's not doing that great of a job in fullback then, eh?
yeah. So the Skips started spitting his chips. And do you want to touch on that a bit more? Sort of the thought process and what point you were trying to prove, or
What we have about 15 on the field, I'd say, because 3 of them
Yeah.
running around like they were arms or something like that. I don't even know what the fuck they were doing. I don't even know what they were doing. And, you know, last line of defence, every goal is looked back at you as why it went through. And I'm just like, nah, I can't do this. I've got so many crap people around me. In the back line, you know, times have changed, but yeah, it was like a 3-man back line in the grand final.
no, we won't name names. We definitely won't.
You know, back in the day when there's a goal, the defence got blamed, but nowadays it's just mid's not doing the two-way running.
Where the link is just always blamed on Link. Yeah, your goal, Link, your goal.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so you've had grand final success as we talk about in year 12,
Yeah.
but another grand final you've won, which we've touched on here, Pen 15, our five-a-side soccer team.
So
Talk us through your role in the team.
so I get the call up to the second season as a club.
Yep.
And they've already had their first win. So I was like, I'm coming into a good side here.
Yep.
Rock up to the game, get given the goalie gloves. I'm like, sweet, I'll do that. Not much of a soccer player. Not good with my feet. And a bunch of like year 3s rock up. And we're in like, what, year 9?
Yeah, year 8 or 9.
And we're proper versus like year 3s in year 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And losing.
Nah, we fucking pumped them.
Lost a few
We
games.
lost, yeah, but we won the grand final,
Oh,
so...
yeah.
That's all that matters.
One
That
passage
says it all.
one passage of play that I love bringing up.
Not the first time on this podcast
Yeah,
either.
not the first
Yeah, I
time.
love it.
Yeah,
Oh, let me say that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're actually a big part of this, so go ahead.
I am a part of
You're the reason
I am, yeah. So, get the ball in goals. Same players as always, just
Go for goal.
Hail Mary the thing down the field. Snacks is like, I'd say like half a metre out of goals. He reckons it was like 10. But Soos comes over, smacks, is a kick for a goal.
Now, not everyone's
Unbelievable.
watching on YouTube, mate, so What was that you
Oh.
were doing? A bicycle kick?
Yeah, a bicycle scissor kick over the head.
Just for the
backflip.
Spotify listeners, that was a bicycle
Shush
kick.
is a bicycle kick.
Yeah. Nah, it was pretty magnificent goal. Goal of the season, I would say.
Yeah, great link
If not
up.
century.
And
yeah.
you'll claim the assists, won't you?
100%.
Oh, wouldn't blame you either. By the sounds of that. But so obviously you love your sports. As we touched on a few.
Yeah.
Another one you have tried your hand at is cricket.
Yeah.
So you had a bit of time there. How'd you enjoy that?
Look, I like to think I'm pretty good.
But just
Yeah,
don't
what did you
like that.
do? What did you do, mate?
What in what terms? What the 50?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, so I love this story. Yeah, year year 7 or something, playing in the year 18 because I was that good. Hit the 50 off like 30 balls. Because you have to get a certain amount of balls, and then hit the 50. Then I get retired. Sit off even the next week or something. I go back out to finish off the innings, and I get bowled middle stump first ball, 2 stumps standing, middle one just gone.
Wow.
Unlucky, mate. But you're actually in year 4. It wasn't year 7, mate. I'm pretty sure you were playing in year 4, playing for the year 5s.
I was in year 4. Do you even play cricket in year 4? Is it not Milo cricket in year 4?
Actually, well, now I'm actually wigging out a bit because I swear I've always heard a year 4. But yeah, that doesn't make any sense now that I think about it.
No, I think I played T-ball in year 4 to be honest, eh?
T-ball?
Yeah. I reckon that's where the cricket career came from.
Yeah, I hear.
Not only cricket.
No, I do hear so. Just with the cricket, you didn't like it because of the heat. You didn't like standing out in the sun for
It's a waste of my time.
a long time. Yeah.
Waste of my time, yeah.
So
It's 2 days.
You do you.
So what is it, like 16 hours?
oh, you can
yeah.
have multiple hours in the field,
Yeah,
5-6 hours even.
Anyway, you're in for the long run.
It's ridiculous.
Back in the day, I used to get sunflower seeds and I'll just have my right pocket full of sunflower seeds
Yeah.
and then lollies in the other one. And that's when I wasn't in wiki because but you'd only do half the innings in wiki.
Yeah.
But and then one time I've taken a slide to try and save a 4. My lollies have come out. I'm pretty angry.
Yeah.
And then they've mashed into
All the whites.
into my pocket.
Jeez.
So it was good for a little bit of ball tampering.
We love a bit of pocket food. That's
Yeah.
does keep a lot of people going.
Yeah.
Sometimes I've seen people stash biscuits down their pocket. And,
I've been there.
You know,
done that, yeah.
so whatever floats the boat.
Yeah, whatever I'm feeling.
But
Bacon and egg burger I've had in the field.
In the
before.
pocket?
Yeah, I've had
Jeez,
in the
Nick
outfield.
Madison,
In what is it, backstop or whatever it is?
wicket keeper.
Nah, behind
No,
there.
fine leg.
Yeah.
So just down.
Yeah.
Yeah, down at fine
Down
leg.
there,
Yeah.
got Bub to run me out of bacon and egg burger.
Big fan of that.
Yeah.
But I have heard something about you doing a little injury while you're batting, and you had to call for someone to run for you. Is that right?
Something I'll do, but no, I can't remember that.
You have told us about, I think it was a hammy or a corky or something, and you had to retire hurt, or you had to get someone to come out and they had to run between the wickets for you.
Bro,
Just
that's-
basically
I don't
just being
know, it
soft
rings
as.
a bell. It's something I would so do, but
Yeah.
I couldn't give you a story about it, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, that's all right.
Well, have you heard something along the lines?
Oh, you were the one that told
From
us.
that
So.
bad memory, eh?
Well, mate, something you will remember, because it happened pretty recently. We touched on your sports. You're getting into golf recently.
It's a big
And-
up and coming career.
So I get a message from Link the other day. Oh, hey, Axe, while you're at work, mind if I pop in, grab a club? And I'm like, oh, yeah, no worries. Assuming he's going driving range. So I message him after. I go, oh, mate, how are you hitting them? And he sends me a photo of his bedroom window with a big golf ball sized hole in it, mate.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, touch on the story. It wasn't
Yeah.
even my bedroom window. So anyway, I think I had an early knock off or something. I was done by about 12 o'clock. 6 spend money at the driving range. So I go Bunnings, spend $99 on some PVC pipe and netting. Make this 3 metre by 3 metre big net.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you have to be a dickhead to miss this. So I'm using real golf balls. I think it was like my 5th hit.
Yeah.
I've just bent off straight to my sister's bedroom. Be sitting on her bed watching Netflix or whatever. Just gone straight through, and $300 later.
Jeez.
And
Should you
a
just go on the
traumatised
driving
sister.
range, mate?
Yeah. I started to clean up a bedroom and then I walked off. So really poor form, eh?
So, yeah.
Smashed the window and then left her to clean up.
For those at home, just go driving range. It's going to be less expensive.
Don't go driving range.
So make your own.
I went to the golf shop and bought some practice golf balls.
Yeah, nice.
3 of them are over the fence, but
Oh.
still got 5.
Well, how
Over
about
the
we
fence.
change it to no driving in the backyard? How about that? Get away with it?
Yeah, I just got to work on the shot. I think that. It's just a bad one.
Bit closer to the net.
Yeah, that could away. Yeah.
Wow. Anyway, one last sport that we want to touch on.
Oh.
It's one that we played a fair bit at school. It's badminton, and you rate yourself pretty highly at that one.
You bet I did,
Yeah.
yeah.
Best in the top.
second
Best in
best.
the. Oh.
Best.
Now,
What, me or you?
You.
I was second best.
Yeah.
Oh, I reckon we could take this outside for the batty game now.
speaking of second best, I know there was a day that you were beaten convincingly, 10-0 multiple times.
How'd you react to that one, mate?
Who to?
Apparently, Mac got you in that one.
Oh, multiple times. What does that mean?
I've been told that you've lost to him multiple times, 10-0, 10-1.
No.
If you think about it, 10 losses.
There was one time where I lost to Kenny and he did pump me.
10
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
10-1.
No, it was a proper. It got to the point where it was like a 5-0 to him, and I just gave up. I gave it to him. I let him feel good about
But
it.
the emotion was still in the game, mate.
100%, yeah.
What happened, mate?
Oh shit, I don't know. It's for you to tell. What did happen?
So I've looked over and it was obviously game point or something, and I've just seen racket
that's
completely
right.
snapped.
Spots.
Yeah,
Right.
racket snapped over the knee, and he's gone straight into the change rooms and hit it underneath the sink.
Yeah. Get rid of
Hide the evidence.
Hide the
Don't blame
evidence.
you.
Yes.
No.
That's right. I don't remember that game. Yeah. So maybe he has beat me twice.
Yeah, so
But no, that was pretty annoying, to be honest. The racket was bent anyway, so
so not your
school
fault.
can go and get it restringed.
If they find it.
You were just trying to put it back into
Yeah,
shape,
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, mate.
Make me sound like an athlete with all these sporting topics.
You know what? Speaking of,
Yeah, we're not done.
yeah, cross country.
This won't make you sound like an athlete, though.
No,
Yeah, no.
quite the opposite actually. Axel, we'll go into that one first.
Yeah, so heard a bit of a story that during the cross country trainings, what was the circuit you'd have to run?
Oh, was this with Weezer?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, no, there's multiple, but like, yeah, I wanted to
But,
get
yeah.
fit. So like, we're down in Freo, run from Henry Jeffrey Park to the left bank and back. And this was Weezer, like, what, year 11 or something? And we ran past Dome. So I just gave him a little tug on the shirt and I was like, Weez, mate, do you want to go get a chocolate eclair?
Oh, he wouldn't say
Yeah,
no to that.
don't have to tell Weezer twice.
We
A bit of
pulled
fun.
up about a K early of the run, slammed the chocky eclair, hid behind a brick wall, waited for the leaders to come back,
Yeah.
jumped in line with them. I think it was Doigi or something, leading the pack as a soldier, and just joined in like nothing ever happened.
Wow.
Perfect,
And
mate.
apparently this became a bit of a tradition, sorry. And weekly sort of basis that you'd drop off at Dome and
I did it twice.
well, I've heard more often than that. We'll take your word for it.
But episode.
Like $7 as well.
Yeah.
I didn't even really want one. It was kind of just the idea of it. Like, you know, you went
Bit risky.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you didn't get caught, mate.
So touching on that happened at school. Another big thing at school that we have spoken about with Ben. We went to Peru. A few boys, actually, in the live audience, and us included. There's 5 of us here. It's a bit of a Peruvian. Peruvian.
You call it
A
that.
good one.
But, yeah.
So with Peru, we'll go from the start. Yeah, we get on the plane. We're sitting about aisles. I think it goes Paddy, me, Reese, aisle, yourself, Ben. And they were handing out sunflower seeds for us to munch on.
No, that I brought them.
You brought them?
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. Clearly you're a big fan. We've heard the cricket story.
Yeah, I got them from Hawaii as well.
I'll be honest, I've never really got into sunflower seeds. So
Shit, you're a cricketer, you should.
Fair enough.
Ranch flavour, good.
I don't know how that'd be appetizing to eat, but anyway, we'll carry on with that story.
Yeah,
Wait,
sunflower seeds.
Oh, yeah.
Brought them onto the plane.
Yeah, so I've eaten like a couple hundred, I reckon. Eh? Like, you eat them, you split them in half, so now there's 200 of them. And then, what was it? I think
All the rubber.
Dweeb did something to me, so I was pissed off or something like that. Put the cup onto his table.
The cup with all the fucking.
No. You were sleeping. I put it down.
Get a mic on this.
Come in, Dewey.
Yeah.
Come and speak, man.
Alright.
Welcome.
Yeah, thank you. First time actually been on, so you hold it. Thank you for having me. Just saying. So he put it down. No, I put it down on him. He was like sleeping on his tray as you do in an airplane. You have it forward.
Yeah.
Sleeping normally. I put it just at his head so that he might knock it over. Knocked a few over, nothing too major. Like, could have got away with it. And then he's had the brilliant idea to hit me back while I was sleeping on my armrest in the aisle.
Yeah.
Like a genius. Like, who doesn't hit the aisle while they're sleeping on a plane? Like, it's hard enough. You can't move at all. So I've obviously hit them all, and now they're all on the floor. There's still about like 300 of these left.
There's a
Probably
lot.
more.
And even more hours of the flight left to go.
Yeah, there's about like 6 hours left on this flight still. And it falls over, and it's everywhere. And I'd say that 2 hours later we wake up. It was hilarious. We were laughing about it. Everyone was having a laugh. And then the people that work on the
flight
plane,
attendant
the flight
comes up.
attendant
Not too happy. I'm
comes
sure.
up,
Chest puffed out and all.
loves it, goes to me and Link, and he's like, obviously a foreigner, so he's like, oh, was this you? And we were like, we just stared at him. We were just like, we didn't know what to do. Looked back at Link a couple times. We just looked at each other, looked at him. We were like, dude, the old classic, oh.
No hablas inglés?
Yeah. I don't know. They must have like fell or something. I don't know. He like stares at us to make him like act like we're gonna clean them all up on this plane.
Nah.
And we just keep sitting there, and then he goes, oh no. And then like we leave it for the whole plane, and then as soon as we get up and leave, you see like 3 of them all like picking up these 300 sunflower seeds or whatever.
Well, it costs $1,000 to fly to.
Yeah, the least they can do
The
is
least
pick
they
up.
can do is clean it. Like,
Get a vacuum out as
seriously,
well.
we're paying
Right.
for a service.
Legit.
It's not my plane.
Exactly. I just wanted to say
Alright.
that.
Thank you.
Good.
Oh,
Yeah, so that was that.
yeah.
I reckon he was a bit more fiery, eh? He had a bit about him, from my recollection. He was a
Yeah,
bit
I've heard
Like, are you guys going to
staunch
pick it
and-
up? No.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah.
No.
No, I've heard he's just absolutely staunch multiple times for the rest of the trip.
He did call me out for slug on the tarmac once landed.
Once
but-
landed.
You wait till we land, brother.
Yeah, I was a bit scared.
So that's the plane trip to Peru. Obviously, a bit more interesting when we get there. We hiked up the Inca Trail to Machu Picchu, and I had a bit of a bag malfunction
Yeah.
on the walk.
Yeah.
My zips broke.
I thought the straps broke.
One strap broke and 2 zips broke. So I had
So it's
one.
not much of a bag.
So
Nah, you couldn't classify it. So I had the one strap holding it both
Yeah.
like that. And so, but I just want to take a minute, put my stuff down, sort it. It's raining. Just not drizzling.
but
On
just
and off.
consistent.
Yeah, and so I've gone, boys, could you just wait a minute?
Yeah, never
Link-
leave a brother behind kind of thing.
Yeah, you know. Link says, nah. Takes off.
We've got an 8-hour walk. I'm sure you catch up at some point.
This was like early in the war, and I was like, oh, what? So hurry up, get it all in there, run up, and I go, Link, what? Why don't you just wait a minute, mate? And he goes, mate, I fucking hate walking. Why do I want to do it for longer? Might as well hurry up and get it done.
Pretty good mentality, I thought. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not here enjoying the walk.
You're there to get to the destination, mate.
Exactly.
It's
Mate.
not the
And then
journey.
Yeah, I was
on
gonna
top
say-
of that, with the teachers, like,
10 hours back.
what time did we finish the walk? I reckon we finished the walk at like 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
And I reckon they pulled up like 5:30.
And we stopped for
Spinning
them.
the dummy at us.
Yeah.
Because we didn't wait for them. And I was like, I'm not fucking waiting an hour and a half because you walk slow.
I'm on the march.
Yeah, it's a solo game. We're not playing footy here. It's not a team sport.
Nah. Well, at least you had the right mentality for it. Yeah.
Also, Showsy, what you ended up taking Doigie's bag for the... How many Ks was that walk? It was like 20 Ks.
Yeah, it was like a 20K walk uphill.
Proper just, like
Yeah.
Machu Picchu. So, Showsy being the son of an SAS, he's a warrior, goes, Doigie, do you want your bag carried? An idiot would say no, so Doigie's like, yeah, right, take it. Started carrying 2 bags, because he can. And Doigie's just looking at me like, is he going to give it back or is he just going to carry it?
I'm not going to say anything though.
Why would you say anything? Yeah. So, what? Was it the last half an hour? Shazzy goes, nah, I'm not carrying your bag anymore. So he's like, alright, sweet.
And then Shazzy went, talk about getting on the march.
Yeah, and then, so, dropped the 10 kilo bag off, put on the afterburners, and has...
burnt everyone.
left us for dead eyes. Yeah.
And how long would you say you were there, Ben, before we ended up getting there?
Oh, probably like an hour.
Yeah, an hour. What?
John, I knew my sight when you were getting up there.
Half an hour from the journey, but he beats us by an hour because he's...
When we had that lunch break, you guys all beat me to the lunch break by like an hour.
Yeah.
Walk took 8 hours. I doubt you beat us by...
No, but then because I took off and I was waiting at the Sun Gate before we got to Machu Picchu for like half an hour before you guys.
Agree to disagree.
Yeah, I'm not even going to agree to that.
Details are hazy.
Wow.
But so that happens. Machu Picchu, bloody good.
Yeah.
Not so good.
Afterward,
Yeah.
the leaving Machu Picchu, and you've got a case of Peru belly.
Oh, it was altitude sickness.
Was it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Fucking... Yeah, so I just felt sick, just like I'd been socked in the guts. That was it. Couldn't even shit, couldn't yak.
Yeah.
I was just sick.
Yeah.
I've been told it's probably the worst you've ever been in your life.
Fuck. Nah.
Well, does altitude sickness give you paranoia? Because there's a bit to this story. Do you mind if I touch on it from what I know? So we go to leave. We're on this train. Me and Shazzy were sitting with the teachers. That's who we'd been assigned to. And then Reese comes up and he goes, "Oh, Linc, really sick. I think. Did you say he vomited? Did he or?"
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Linc was really not doing too good.
Wait, when's this?
This was as we were leaving the town, Hikumaku, where and you were so sick. Yeah, you were so sick. So we get on this train that took for ages, and you're sick already. Then we have to get on this bus that takes us back to this other hotel, which was like hours, and you're pretty dead at this point. Like we're all knackered, but you're sick and knackered, and it's my birthday at this point.
Yeah.
And so then we get back to the hotel, but you were at like 8:30, 9. It was night time, and everyone's knackered, and the teachers know how sick you were, so they go, "Oh, we'd like you to stay in a room near us, Linc." But your roommate, Shazzy, had already marched to where your room was meant to be. So you go with the teachers. So then me and Patty had to go tell Shazzy to go to Linc. So we go into the room, probably been at the hotel 5 minutes, open the door, and Shazzy's in his undies in bed already.
Pretty much, I think he was asleep.
Yeah, and I go, "Oh, you gotta go with, patient zero in the room near the teachers," and you go, "Nah, fuck it, I'm not, I'm staying here, I'm knackered, I'm staying." And then so it's about a second of silence, like, yeah, and then Patty goes, "I'll go." And then so Patty goes to Linc's room, and I'm like, "Oh, easy, I'm gonna just go park up in here." Then some messages come through the group chat from Linc. "Where's my charger?" And "Who stole the ball out of my deodorant?" Because it's leaked everywhere. Who stole these things? And I go, "Whoa, I don't think anyone stole them." And then you go, "Oh, check Shazzy's bag." And I don't know. I don't think he's...
So I've got rolling deodorant. The ball's gone missing. So there's deodorant fucking everywhere throughout my bag.
Ruin the
I'm
trackies.
sick. My charger has gone missing. I think it was in another zip. But anyway, the thing that pissed me off was the deodorant ball, and no one was claiming it. Funny, eh? And then I'm like, someone's taking it. Going to Shousy's room, and what was it?
Yeah,
He's asleep.
you've come in. Like, I've opened the door.
Yeah,
Shaz is asleep, and I've gone, whoa, Linc. He's not looking too flash at this point, and he walks in, goes, where's his bag? Shazzy is asleep at this point. Linc looks, and I'm like smiling, and then Linc just staunches me down like the biggest death stare I've ever got. Because I'm like, Linc, surely you see how ridiculous this is. No one's stolen the ball out of your deodorant can, and you've death stared me, walked off, haven't even shut the door, and then you messaged me, and you said, you're smiling, you know who did it. And then that was the last communication for
No, I came back in.
Did you again?
Yeah, after I was like, you're smiling, you know who did it. And you're like, I don't, mate. And then I came back in, and I woke him up. I was like, where the fuck is it? Like,
Oh, yes, yeah. It was like almost
the room upside
yeah.
down, like, woken him up. I was like, slug on, because I was so pissed off.
But, yeah, obviously you kind of had reason to believe that, not the charge or anything, but that someone might have done something, because there was a few pranks going on the trip.
Yeah.
The first prank that kicked us off, I think you were having a lie down in one of the airports.
Oh, fuck, what was that? Yeah. So I'm asleep. What was it? Santiago Airport or something?
Yeah.
Oh, no, Melbourne. We were there for like 4 hours.
Yeah.
Having a sleep. I'm the only one to sleep out of the boys. Dangerous move, as you know.
Yeah, never want to be first one to sleep.
Park myself up against the wall. Thought it was the safest option. Wake up. What you tied my shoelaces.
He tied your shoelaces.
And then farted on me or something.
Yeah, let Shouzy fart in the
Yeah.
face.
Then I wake up, try and move, feed it things, so I kick the shoes off, go and get Shouzy in like a headlock, start just like feeding it to him.
Feeding some uppercuts to the ribs.
Yeah, properly. And then
All the teachers, yeah.
All the teachers are like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I was like, he's a fucking fart on me. It's like, yeah. But like, they let that one slide, because I think it was a reasonable reaction.
Yeah.
What a trip, eh?
Didn't say a word before you hit him.
And then to get him back, we were sitting, sleeping. I was awake, he was sleeping. I had the bottom bunk, strategically playing this out because I was going to kill him the whole trip. And then he's sleeping there. So I'm on the bottom bunk and I just go, doos. Shousy's proper like float. I swear you hit the roof or like came close to it, eh? Just
Bang.
shit out of him, yeah.
And when you're asleep, that's unexpected. And
your back like flimses out and whatnot.
me and Reese on the bunk beds next to it, watching this whole thing play out, was absolutely skits. Yeah. Oh.
Wow, what a trip, eh? That's
A few memories from it.
Yeah. Oh,
good that we have something to talk about now, eh? So glad that you boys went on it. Speaking of school, there was a time where you were forced to drive home illegally.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. After
Was that one Fletcher?
footy game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was
Talk us right through that, because I'm really interested to hear
first
what that
18's
was.
game. Fletcher's done his knee or ankle or something like that.
Your
Well,
older
now,
brother.
My older brother, yeah.
I hear it was a corky. Nothing
Is that
more.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes
Okay.
sense. And I'm 16, like 2 weeks into having my L's. Don't even know how to drive manual, but like confidence is key.
Yeah.
So
Clearly you don't lack.
Mum's at the game. She's like, Lynn, do you want Fletch? Do you want me to drive your car home if you can't drive? And Fletch's like, nah, it's fine. I'll be able to do it. As soon as Mum drives off, I'm like, all right, give me the keys. Oh shit, yeah. So then I start driving, drop off a mate home, and then on the way home from there, I'm driving along, and there's a cyclist just. Cyclist.
Oh,
just middle of the road.
We don't like him.
It's
Nah.
a 60k zone and he's going like 25. So I'm sitting behind him for a decent time. I was like, oh, nah, fuck this. Like, you're actually just taking the piss now. Overtake, proper onto the other side of the road, come back in. Then get to the red light, put down the window because I need to have a word with this bloke.
Yeah.
Because fucking, it's for cars, not
Yeah.
right in the middle
Yeah.
of the road. And I'm like, well, what are you doing, mate? comes up along the side of me, and then we're just sharing words and thoughts.
Yeah, I'm sure in a nice.
Yeah,
and
in a friendly manner.
The light's gone green, so as I've driven off, he's gone smack on the mirror, and bent it in.
Yeah.
So then I'm already gone through the lights. I'm like, oh shit, and I was like, let's do a Yui.
Yeah.
Bang a Yui, come back, start chasing him a little bit, put a little bit of fear into this he's twice my age as well, and just once we catch up to him, just abusing the crap out of him.
Yeah.
Think nothing of it. I'm not even supposed to be driving, so I can't talk about it. Get home, and that night I'm sitting on the couch with Fletch, and then Dad comes running down the hallway. What the fuck did you do? What did you do? And he's like, I think he grabbed Fletch or something like that. And he's like, because they obviously thought Fletch was driving without my license. And Fletch is just copping this ripping, and then and I'm like, he just fucking smashed our mirror and trying to justify it. And then I was like, nah, fuck this, let's go. Walk out. And as we're walking out, Mum chases after us, oh, don't go. And then we tell her that I was driving.
Oh.
So then we come back in, Mum calls Dad off, and then I cop a spray for not being able to drive, not supposed to be able to drive.
Yeah.
And then Dad goes, I know that bloke. And I was like,
oh, who doesn't Mark know though? Should be better than this.
I don't know.
Everyone in the Freo area.
I was about to say Perth connections, 1 in 2.
Oh.
It's just dangerous to burn your bridges in Perth.
Yeah.
Nah. Okay, do we know what the relation was of this bloke?
Footy.
Okay, so footy bloke.
So I think
Son of
Was
a
it-
flea.
the bloke that we were having words with, his dad is mates with my old man, and might have even coached me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hope it wasn't drop.
Nah.
Oh wow.
I think that's that story pretty much.
Yeah. Jeez, that's
Just
an intense
from-
one. It's
from
good that
bad
we
to
can laugh
worse.
about it now because it definitely.
I found it funny.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think everyone did at the time, though, clearly.
Definitely not, eh?
Wow.
Well, another not argument, kind of disagreement you've had with your dad was arguing your location on New Year's Eve.
Oh. That's still a touchy subject. That
Really?
was the New Year's of going into 2018.
Going into 2020, I think.
Yeah.
Into 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit. Wow. Going into 20.
Yeah.
What was this? The first New Year's that we're proper getting blue.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm like, alright, we'll put on a performance. Get to the party, already smash. Find a bottle of Midori. Happens to be Cozzy's missus' drink for the night. Slam the whole bottle. Have shots with the mum who's hosting the party.
Yeah.
I'm obliterated by this point.
Yeah.
Proper it's a year 10. I was 20 drinks deep.
Yeah.
Type thing. That just sent you. And then Dad's like, I'm coming to pick you up at 1 o'clock. And I was like, no, it's New Year's, I want to stay out later. He's like, no, I'm getting you at 1 o'clock. I just didn't message him, and I went to Kick-Ons,
Yep.
Oh,
which was in South Freo, and the party was in Palmyra.
Important to know.
yeah.
I had no idea how I got to the Kick-Ons, so I just find myself at Kick-Ons, and then Fletch,
Ubered?
hey?
I Ubered, actually. I was
Oh,
Shout
did
out
ya?
to you.
So I Ubered there apparently, and then Fletch goes, bro, why aren't you talking to Mum and Dad? I was like, oh, look at my phone. I've got 40 missed calls from them. And Fletch is like, Dad's on his way now. Look at my phone. And Dad's like, where are you? And I'm like, in Palmyra. And he's
Oh.
like, well, you're not in Palmyra because I've been driving up and down the street all for the past hour and a half. And I'm like, oh, well, I'm in Palmyra. And he's like, well, you're not because I'm here. And I'm like, but Dad, I'm in Palmyra. And he's like, you're not in fucking Palmyra. And I'm like, oh, where am I then? And so I just sent him a pic of my location. Still didn't even know where I was after I sent my location. He picks me up, I get in the car, he's pissed off, and he goes, do you know where we are? And I'm like, Palmyra. And he's like, we're in fucking South Fremantle. Drive past the train tracks. He's like, you see those train tracks? I'm like, yeah. He's like, there ain't none of them in Palmyra. So, yeah.
Wow.
And then what was it like when you got home that night?
Oh, that's right. So I get home, start walking to my bedroom, and Dad goes, you're not going there. Had to sleep on the daybed outside.
Oh.
you know, mum comes out like pissed as ever, gives me a bucket, I fall asleep, felt like 2 hours later I wake up and she's just standing there like looking over me and I'm like, what are you doing?
Recipe for disaster,
Yeah,
that.
it was,
Oh.
I copped it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good story.
Oh,
Let me
wow.
stay out.
Yeah.
I just can't believe that you thought you were in Palmyra.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Die with the
I was
yeah.
sold that I was in
Yeah.
Palmyra. I was so convinced, eh?
I want to hear your dad's version of that story.
Pretty much the same. There's not much that can change, eh? Like,
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Well, we have a few viewer questions for you, just to finish
Lovely.
We
with.
do.
alright.
I might begin with one. We'll stick with your dad. So he's actually sent this one in, and he reckons there was once, I think he went to the gym, and you said, "Oh yeah, Dad, I'll keep up with you." Do you know how that ended?
I've never heard this before.
Because I've actually got a photo that he sent to me of you throwing up on the side of the road because you couldn't handle Mark's workout session.
That is a yarn.
Well, I'm putting up the photo.
Yeah, a
Of you.
yak. Did you really reckon that old boy was doing the training himself?
Well,
He stood there and told me what to do.
No, apparently he was basically doing more than what you were
apparently
doing.
you couldn't match him.
You
Hang
couldn't
on, so
handle
let's
it.
put this in. So he's training with me apparently.
Yeah,
Yeah.
apparently with you.
You're training
and,
with him, mate.
Yeah,
is what
yeah.
I'm
He's also got a broken neck at the time. Carry on.
And yeah, apparently you basically couldn't handle it, threw up on the way home, and blamed it on the food that you ate.
I had an up and
eating
go.
before.
Yeah, I had an up and go before, which like not great, but no, that's a yarn. He did not train. He hasn't been training since Thursday night. But he does not train himself.
Oh,
well.
I'll back him in.
Yeah, I'll back you
I
in.
trust you, Mark.
Yeah.
Another viewer question we got, mate, is so left bank Christmas Eve last year. You've
Couple
had
stories you can
yeah
make from
you've
that.
I'll tell you what I know. I know that you had a crush was meant to be there, so you thought, oh, you know what, I'll get her a drink, but she wasn't there, or you couldn't find her for about an hour.
Yeah. Alright, let me set this scene. Alright, so it's the New Year's party at Lefty.
Yep.
Chrissy Eve, that's the one. Sussin a bird. She's a model as well.
Yep.
Nice.
Shout out. And I was talking to her, disappeared, haven't spoken to her for hours, just a blue idea. I was like, I'm gonna get her a drink. Get a drink. I cannot find her, she's gone. She's done a runner from me. And then it's been like, you know, longer than the drink should last. So I was like, alright, it's gonna go now. I was like, Zach, do you want this drink? He's like, oh yeah. Oh, fucking cheers. Anyway, as soon as I hand it over, he's had a couple sips,
Probably
drunk
sent
about
him.
half of it.
Mm.
And then I get a reply, and she's like, oh my god, where are you? Like, I'm coming. And I'm like, Zach, I need that back.
Snatch it off, man.
Snatch the cup back. I've got a little bit left in mine, half left in hers. Did the gentleman thing. Fill her up a cup. She never knows it's gone around.
Oh,
Give it to her. Apparently I was on. Like, apparently I had a chance there. And then I start dropping this dance move.
Which I wonder if we can somehow
Sure,
put up
there's a
here.
way to edit this in because there's
Yeah.
a video of me
Yeah.
doing it.
I've got
Yeah.
I've got the video, mate, and it
Yeah.
will be edited in.
Yeah.
Start playing right now.
And fair to say, after that, probably didn't go well, did it?
Nah, she's a good character about it. Dropped off the radar for a bit, but I'm back on.
You are.
Back trying to
Ah.
suck.
Beauty.
Back trying
With
to
no
suck.
moves.
With new moves, yeah.
All the best, mate.
Shit, I'll need it. I'll need it, yeah.
Yeah, no, just stay away from the day floor and you'll be right.
Fuck, there's also my mouth. I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut.
And make sure she's there when you buy her a drink.
Yeah.
Next question, mate. We know you love Fast and Furious. That's right.
Huge
I
fan.
don't say less. So I was like, year 8. Love Fast and Furious 5.
He's picked the story.
It's a Monday arvo. Mum doesn't come home from work till 5, so I've got that house myself for a couple of hours. No better way than treating yourself. Took a shit and watched the whole Fast and Furious start to, what do you call it when they show the names and whatnot?
Credits.
Credits. Watch the whole thing
Wow.
on the toilet.
That is a good effort. Because Fast Five, it was Fast Five.
Yeah, it's
Two-
like a 2 hour and 10 minute movie.
Yeah.
Wow.
How are your legs, mate?
Dead.
Asleep.
Have to be
I
dead.
went from the couch to laying down.
Yeah.
I was just like, yeah.
Would have been sore.
I was, that's for sure, eh? 2 hours.
I've never heard of a longer stint.
Because I was halfway through and I was like, there's no story to tell if I watch half of it,
Yeah.
so I may as well make something from it.
Yeah, it could come up on a podcast one day.
Yeah,
Who would've
never know.
Yeah.
Who would have thought? Yeah.
No, I like the dedication to that.
Yeah.
That's
It shows a little soul.
you're a people person. Clearly. So, Lee, you like to look good. Clearly, love having a fresh haircut, which I've actually got on myself for tonight. But yeah, so that's one thing you pride and enjoy your hair. We'll
Oh.
say, yeah. Show
Man,
us what you got at the minute.
I'm letting it go at the moment, but like, it's just pretty dirty to be honest. I don't know if you guys can see that. I don't take it off, but like,
Yeah.
it's pretty much a mop.
Mm.
Yeah.
Out of
I washed
interest.
I watched it on Tuesday, but
It's alright. After training kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah. Out of interest, where do you get your haircut?
ABD Barbers in South Freo.
Ah, nice, yeah. And you've been there how long, roughly? Getting your haircut?
A year probably.
A year.
Bit over.
Where were you previously?
Oh, see, I thought you were going for a different story, but before that, I was at Banana Skin
Banana skin.
in Applecross.
Yeah, so this is a I'm talking toddler cut type hair joint.
Yeah.
You get to choose if you want to sit on the motorbike, the
So
car.
they've got a Jeep, like a little, electric cars that kids drive around. They've got them up on a big stool. So they've got a Jeep, they got a motorbike, they got like the Wiggles big red car.
Yeah, yeah.
They've got, they produce.
Yeah.
Every year 10's dream.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So you've been there since you're 10, or like you went there till you're 10.
Yeah. I'd say,
Really?
Yeah, I'd probably
Wow.
say.
We'll get a photo up of
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
show
What
you
the
the
joint
place.
looks like.
But which was your preferred seat?
See, after
The bike.
sorry to be poor, but I sat on a normal seat, eh? Yeah.
I'd find that hard to
I
believe.
Yeah.
didn't fit in the Jeep by the end of my career there.
Did you play with the trains while you were waiting and a lollipop after?
100% I did, yeah. They have a playroom for waiting, and
Yeah.
then you get your lollipop at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, by the end of my career, I sat in a normal chair, and I had to betray my barber and move for the boys.
Now the reason I do know this is because it was about year 7 or 8 where I saw you and
He's
actually,
40 in
you,
the act.
yeah, actually you and your brother walking out as I'll say walking
As you were
past.
walking in, as he was walking in.
In, mate.
Get his beard trimmed up as he said.
But nah, I just thought it was a pretty funny story.
Yeah,
that,
she was cutting my hair since I was 10 months.
yeah, so no,
So-
fair stint.
Far
Yeah.
out.
But then, so now with my new hairdresser at ABD Barbers, I was getting my hair cut. I was like, I just want this, cut it short sides, shortish top. And this bloke's just fucking going ham, like doing some snazzy shit, like making a couple taps and
Yeah.
whatnot, going super fast. I'm like, no, it's a $20 haircut, just get it done, like, stop being fancy. Gets my ear, and I'm just like, fuck, look in the mirror, and there's just like blood just like running down my face. I'm just like, you're taking the piss right now. Like, he's like, oh, gee, man, I'm so sorry, bro. Asian. Sorry, man. And then, like, runs off, gets towed, and, like, the manager comes up, and she's like, oh, no, you're right. I had to pay $25 to get that haircut.
Oh.
I got a $5 discount.
That's wrong.
Yeah,
I'd be going back to banana skins after that.
Yeah.
Back on the bike.
Yeah.
yeah, definitely go back.
She got a year worth of free haircuts.
Far out.
Stupid.
Oh, now mate, that's about all we've got for you tonight.
There is
That's
one
it.
more thing.
Except,
Yeah.
yeah, don't worry, we haven't forgotten. Except we did forget to tell you at the start. But
Yeah.
hopefully you can make something up on the spot for us.
Your cult hero, mate. Something we love to do every week.
These two lads.
Love that.
Thank you,
Big
mate.
on it. Thanks for having me, boys.
Yeah,
Jeez.
thanks for coming on, mate. That was awesome.
With a comment like that, I think you have to be on
Yeah.
sometime soon again. So
Make
Yeah.
another feature.
Thanks
But
for
yeah.
watching. Big thanks to Origin Apparel for sponsoring us.
that's it. And yeah, thanks for being on, mate. And it's been a great episode. And
Cheers,
hope
boys.
you at home all enjoyed it.
Like
So
and subscribe.
that's it.